Good afternoon. I'm standing out here with Daniel Jackson from Nova Home Loans, and we're standing at 12468 East 39th Way.
Hey Cisco, so this area, we're out here in the foothills of Yuma. It was off of Foothills Boulevard, and when I was driving in here, I noticed there's lots of new developments and stuff happening out there, right? They're putting in new offices and new stores and things like that.
Well, that's correct. So out here in the foothills, it's growing quite a bit over the last couple of years since, well, the town of Yuma itself is growing, and when people are looking for something a little bit more affordable, they're coming out to the foothills.
So you're talking about homes being more affordable, and this house is what, 170,000?
Correct. It's listed at 170,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms.
Let's check it
out.
out.
It's 1,000 square foot.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Well, but before we do that, I want to go back to what you just said about the neighborhood growing. As you see, we have a new Del Sol market. So for people to do their grocery shopping, it's less than a mile away, easy and accessible. If you need appliances or you need, other home goods, you can find them over at the Yuma Liquidator as well, which is right around the corner. So there's plenty to shop around, plenty of things to do.
I heard about that place, the liquidation place,
Yeah,
right? They got some good deals.
Also, if you like golf, there's several different golf courses, par 3 courses, full courses, you name it.
So this looks brand new. You put in a new patio here?
Well, we did.
Covering.
We figured, the sun comes in every day. There's manufactured homes don't generally have car garages, and the elements are the worst thing for our cars. So it gives you somewhere to put a little bit of shade, as you can see, so you can park there and you don't have a blazing car hot when you come out.
Well, yeah, it looks good. You could tell a lot of work's been done here.
Well, thank you. A little bit of pride of ownership goes into it. So what we did here is, because the old owners, they had already moved the washer and dryer outside. It's like, okay, so we're going to leave that, and we converted the inside area into something else. I'll show you in a minute. So what this is going to be is essentially a utility room. So we're going to put a door right there to secure it. Water heater, washer and dryer will go right here. That way it gives you a little bit of privacy when you come out and do your laundry.
Very secure door.
And as you can see right here, this is the area where your washer and dryer generally go. And I figured, what is the one thing that most manufactured homes don't have? And that's a sizable pantry. So I figured we'd give you a pantry, and then that way you can actually store a little bit more items. Okay.
Nice.
You walk in here, this is the master bedroom.
Oh man, AC feels nice.
Can you feel that?
You can tell the AC works great here.
Well, the AC is actually approximately between 5 and 6 years old. However, because the people just stopped living in it and they just abandoned it, it doesn't have a whole lot of use. So even though it's 6 years old, it's got like 1-year-old mileage. So
it's hot in Yuma, so having
fair
good
enough.
AC is so important.
If you check it out, this is our bathroom. Like I said, 2 full bathrooms. You can't really get the appreciation for the fan because it's moving, but as you can see, you don't have to have the little chain to put a lamp and cool it off.
Nice.
Come on.
Kitchen looks great.
Well, we spent some time in the kitchen. We had some good bones to work with. So they just, the cabinets have been rehabbed. The countertop, I wanted to try something different. And what we did here is it's actually an epoxy countertop, right? So new appliance, a new microwave, and a gas stove. Now, some people aren't fans of gas, but out here in the foothills, specifically right here, you have electricity, you have gas, you have different options as far as what you want to have. If you're a fan of one or the other, well, you can choose.
Did you paint all these yourself? It looks like you had an artist come and paint this stuff.
I tried to reach out to Picasso, but he was busy, and I don't have a Ouija board. We did change the lighting to recessed lighting, right, so it can give us a little bit more brightness with it, because LEDs.
Well, I've seen the before pictures on this house, and the nice clean lines and everything just looks very well done, well put together. So now it's a nice, just clean, freshly remodeled place to live.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of time, effort, and brainstorming had to go into that. We've definitely changed it. It's probably about 90% remodeled, from bottom to top. New insulation underneath. It's covered, completely underneath again. Most of the subflooring was replaced, over on top. I mean, the walls we removed and replaced new things.
Lots of work.
Trying to make it somewhere where, somebody that moves here is going to be happy to live here.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of that, I've talked to quite a few people lately that are relocating to Yuma from other markets. And then everybody always asks me about walkability. Have you heard of that?
Walkability.
Like in Yuma, we don't really hear it too much, that people aren't really looking because everybody has a car. But in some places, you either use public transportation or live in a place that's close enough to walk to the grocery store and stuff like that. I feel like this might be semi-walkable. I mean, it's 114 degrees out there, but you come in, you feel the AC, and it's like, okay, I think I could have survived a walk to the grocery store.
So if we're talking about walking to the store market or walking to, like say, Yuma Liquidator or whatnot, it's a walkable, most definitely. If you're willing to put up with Mr. Sunshine outside, in 100+ degrees, well then yes. But as far as walking distance, it's definitely close to some amenities.
What's over here?
Well, see, this place had like little windows, kind of like that one right there. But I decided, wanted a nice view of the mountains. It gives you a little bit more of that feeling, of a actual stick-built home, right? So I wanted to make that ample feeling. So this room out here, it's a little bit smaller. It's probably better suited for a nursery or an office, maybe a game room.
Yeah, a little game room, office, nursery.
Something to that nature. It's a mobile home, so they're kind of limited on spaces. And like I said, this is 1,000 square foot. So you gotta figure out how you're gonna divide it.
And then we got another bathroom over here.
Yeah, so my favorite part about this bathroom is that it actually has a Jack and Jill. So it's got that double sink, so both parties can get dressed and get ready at the same time, right? Yes, it does have the commode. Yes, it has a full shower and whatnot. And it also has a little bit of a privacy door, so you can go straight to the bed from the bedroom to the bathroom and vice versa, and you don't have to disrupt anybody.
Another bedroom, you get some great AC right here.
I don't know that Daniel's paying attention to the rest of the house. He's really loving the AC in this place.
Well, you want to
full
go back
closet,
to the
and again,
kitchen
this is the south end of the house, but the front end of the manufactured home. Now, the biggest question that I get that I don't even know how to answer, Daniel, because obviously my job is to find the homes and match them with the right people. But the question that I get is, well, what does it take to get in here? I said, well, that's when they got to talk to you.
Yeah, so we ran some financing numbers on this house just to see what it would look like. So with the work that you put in here, this house would be perfect for a FHA or a VA loan. So you told me the tie downs are already put in place and everything,
correct.
Right?
Correct, it does have tie downs.
Yeah, so this property would fully qualify for VA or FHA. Just looking at the numbers, regardless of which way you went, you're going to be under $1,200 a month. It's like $1,150 a month with including taxes and insurance and everything on a VA or an FHA loan. Perfect.
So approximately less than $1,200 would cover the payments on something like this.
Yeah. So you're the realtor. I don't know if you know the rental market, but where else could you rent, say, like a 3-bedroom place for $1,200 a month?
Well, so that's the thing. Funny that you asked that, because I've ran the numbers and did some research here, with this property, and it would probably rent for about $1,150. So you're saying for $150 more they can buy the place?
Yeah. Well, actually, the payment came out to $1,156 on a VA loan. So at today's rates, you're right there.
Well, today is August 11th, the 12th? August 12th. And what is today's rate?
Well, on VA loan, you're looking at probably the average VA rate's about 6.25.
Okay.
So FHA about the same. Conventional loan maybe 6.75. So somewhere in there.
What would be that? What is it? So on a VA loan, obviously they come in with 0 down. What would be the 3.5% required for this?
Good one. I should do the math on that. Total between closing costs and down payments, like around 10 grand out of pocket.
Okay.
So, or with the VA, you're probably closer to like 4,500 because it's 0 down. You just have your closing costs. So not too much out of pocket.
Well, here's the funny thing with the closing costs, though. I've spoken with the owner, and he's willing to give 2.5% for the closing costs for those buyers.
Oh wow, yeah, that would cover it. So really, you just need your 3.5% down for FHA loan, 5% for conventional. If you have VA entitlement, you could do it with 0 down. So there's lots of options. Definitely, this is a good place.
Well, thank you, and thank you for coming over and giving us those numbers and enlightening us.
All right.
Yes. It's been a pleasure.
Okay.